Welcome. My name is Peter Strong. I'm a professional psychotherapist. I live in Boulder, Colorado, but I offer online therapy worldwide to anyone who's interested in mindfulness therapy, and that's my specialty. That's what I have developed over the years and found to be most effective for treating anxiety and depression and other common emotional and psychological problems that don't require medical treatment. So if you'd like to talk to a psychotherapist online via Skype, please go to my website and learn more about this online therapy service and email me with any questions you may have. It's obviously very convenient to do online therapy. It means you can have your sessions from home or even from work without having to travel to see a therapist in their office. Many people also prefer the greater sense of privacy that you have when you are able to conduct your psychotherapy sessions from home. It feels more comfortable, it's less intimidating, less clinical in nature. The whole focus of mindfulness therapy, which is the style of psychotherapy that I teach online, is to teach you how to work with your emotions using mindfulness, how to develop very effective and practical methods of working with difficult, recurring emotional suffering, and also with intrusive thoughts or any other form of emotional suffering that you're dealing with. We want to learn to develop tools to manage our emotional well-being. It's much preferable to do this than it is to rely on medications or other treatment-based approaches. Medications and treatments may provide a temporary relief from symptoms, but is not going to change the underlying psychological process that's producing your emotional suffering. We have to do this by developing some form of psychotherapy whereby we learn to develop a different kind of relationship with our thoughts and emotions. And that's what we specialize in during mindfulness therapy. It's very practical, very hands-on. It really gives you the tools to heal your own emotional pain and develop a greater sense of well-being and happiness. Mindfulness therapy is a very effective approach. It is the next step up from cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. So CBT is good because it helps you learn how to manage thoughts. But the question is, what is it that drives those thoughts to be so powerful in the mind? What is it that makes those thoughts intrusive? And what is it that causes those thoughts to feed more and more anxiety or depression? And that is what we address in mindfulness therapy. So thoughts themselves are not the problem. And the same goes for beliefs. Beliefs in themselves are not the problem. The problem is this, if you like, compulsive energy that feeds those thoughts or beliefs. And that's what we focus on with mindfulness therapy. Because when you can neutralize that compulsive energy, then the thoughts and beliefs drop away by themselves and are replaced quite naturally by more positive thoughts and beliefs. The only thing that keeps them stuck is this unresolved emotional energy that's feeding those thoughts and beliefs. So we change this by learning how to identify that compulsive energy, which is usually based around fear. So we find that fear and we learn to develop a very mindful, and that means a very compassionate relationship with the fear itself. We focus on helping that fear resolve and heal. When it's resolved and healed, then it no longer fuels the reactive thoughts and rumination and worrying and obsessive thinking that fuels your anxiety or depression. We learn to develop a relationship with our emotions by actually meditating on our emotions. Most of us spend our time running away from our emotions. We don't like painful emotions. We don't like anxiety or depression or fear. But if you avoid your fear, it will simply grow stronger, or it will not heal. If you try to suppress your fear, the same. It will not resolve, it will not heal. It's more likely to grow. But when you bring conscious, mindful, and compassionate awareness to your fear, then you create the correct conditions that allow that fear to heal. So we build a very strong internal conscious relationship with our fear, and we do this through the medium of meditation. We meditate on our fear. This is what helps it heal. If you'd like to learn more about mindfulness therapy and the mindfulness approach to healing your anxiety or depression without using medication and without having to spend years in conventional talk therapy, then please go to my website, learn more about this approach, and please email me so we can schedule an online therapy session. All my therapy sessions are done through Skype. This is very important because you need to be able to see each other for effective psychotherapy. And if you use Skype, then Skype therapy becomes just as effective as conventional in-person therapy, and it may even be more effective for the reasons that I described earlier. That is that it's more comfortable for you, and generally you feel more in control of the process, and it is going to help you learn those vital techniques that will help you overcome the underlying cause of your anxiety or depression. And so if you'd like to learn more and you'd like to get started with me, please email me now. Thank you.